All right, welcome back, everybody. Okay, Suren, how was it? Okay?
Yes, it was wonderful.
Wonderful, boleh. All right,
Yep.
welcome back, everybody.
Some still don't feel like leaving the room.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Give yourself a round of applause. Welcome. All right. How many of you feel that you have a really great coach? Just raise your hand. Raise your hand. How many of you feel that you really have a really good coach? Okay, thank you. How many of you yourself feel that you are able to gain more from understanding the person by using the GROW model? How many of you feel that as well? Raise your hand. Okay, very good. So, okay, so maybe we can just get a one or two sharings here. So those of you who say that you have a really great coach, again, raise your hand as well. Who here you think that your coach is really good? Okay, so maybe Suren, can you just share with us what is so good about your coach? What did your coach did to make you feel that good?
Okay, one thing I noticed, right, the coach make me, or bring the answer from my own mouth, which means what I want to achieve and what I need to do. Instead of just giving a suggestion, okay, you need to do this A, B, C, D. And my coach actually makes me to say it what I want and how can I achieve it in my own word by using words like, okay, what's the next step you think you should do? Or what is your goal and how do you rate yourself and why you want to achieve that? There are so many of why questions which make me to think about it, reflect as well. So, and yeah, it's like an eye-opening for me, I would say.
Very nice. So who is your coach?
My coach is Winnie Lau.
Wow, round of applause for Winnie. Nice job, good job. Yes, that's right. So you see, being a coach is that when you actually help the person to use his own mouth to share the suggestion instead of share the problems itself. Instead of you telling everything, because when you tell everything, the person, you don't get a buy-in from that person. So good job to you, Winnie. Okay. So who else think that you have a very great coach? Raise your hand again. Who else think that you have a really good coach? Okay, yeah, well, this pair is like very synergetic. Okay, maybe Winnie, you can also share. What makes your coach great?
Okay. What I found from Surin, he have a very good conversation, starting first and lead the question step by step. And he would ask me, what's my challenge in my job and how do what's the goal I need to achieve? And all the question he asked is more to related to go back to my things and probe it together what I answer again. And leading me to share my opinion with a comfortable environment and more like not like questioning people. It's more like conversation for both ways. So actually ask me also what's my goal, what's my next, and let me think about what's the next step I should do on that.
Very nice. Okay, good job to Suren. Also, good job to Winnie. Okay, very good. So how many of you feel that with this tool set, right, you'll be able to coach your mentee much better? If you agree, raise your hand. Okay, great. So you see, no worries if you are actually you're actually stumbling when you're actually using the questions. So no worries because it's your first time doing it, right? So just give yourself some practice and also the more you do it, the better you're gonna get at it. So my next question to you is this. Let's say in your coaching a mentee, you are mentor and mentee. Is it a must that you must follow all these questions step by step? Yes. Is it a yes or no? Must you do that? No, right? You need to be able to feel, to read the room, to feel what your mentee is feeling. You need to observe their facial expression, right? Maybe they say that, oh, I rate myself a 10. Maybe they have this different facial expression. I'll rate myself maybe a 10. You are sensing something is not right. So you want to ask her, hey, it seems like you hesitated when you rate yourself 10. Can you share with me why is that? Right. So coaching and also mentoring is very dynamic. You can't just come in with a set of questions. You need to get ready on yourself to feel your participant, to feel your coachee, and to give them the necessarily answers. To use a different strategy when it's needed to be dynamic as well. Okay. Okay. So far so good. All right. Are you guys learning something so far? If yes, type down me inside the chat. Okay, just type down me inside the chat. Okay, very good. So right now, before we end the sessions, right, we're gonna have a Q&A session. This is for time for you to ask your questions, whether it's mentoring, whether it's running a system, whether it's a leadership situations, whether how do you manage stubborn people, anything, right? So just take this opportunity to ask your questions, and I'll do my best to answer the questions that you might have. So anyone wants to ask a question, just unmute yourself and start asking. Who wants to go first? Any questions? And the Q&A session is usually the most, the best learning, because you get to ask the questions that is directly to your need and to your problems. So can we have the first person, anyone who wants to ask the first question? Or if not, you can also type inside the chat as well. Any questions?
Hi, Vui Kit.
Hey, Megat.
Yes, I just have a question. My club, they don't have this mentoring yet. So how do I want to get this thing started actually?
Okay, so are you a club officer in your club?
No, actually I'm just a joint member.
You're just a joint member, right? So, okay, so what happened is that you can actually have a talk with your president and your club officers, right? And also for those of you who don't have you want to have a mentoring system in your club, right? Just have a word with your club officers, and also maybe have a word with Brian as well, right? Brian, are you the right person to talk to? Okay, just
and I will talk to the club officers.
Yeah, so talk to Brian, okay? So talk to Brian, you know Brian right here. Anything you got problem, you talk to Brian, okay? Brian will solve your problem, okay? So what happened is that Brian will talk to the club officers, and he will help you to set up a mentoring system in your club as well, right? So if let's say if you really want a mentor, sometimes you say maybe your club doesn't have a mentoring system, right? So you can even take initiative. So just go to the person that you feel you can learn from and say, hey, Brian, hey, Suren, hey, Winnie, is it okay that you become my mentor? Yeah. So you ask the person, is it okay that you become my mentor? And then after that, if the person you feel that doesn't have no, you also need to tell the person how can that person help you? How do you wish to be helped? Right. So when I first joined as well, I will go to some of the people that I feel I can learn to, and I ask them, is it okay that you become my mentor? So that I can ask you questions. Yeah. Okay, so this is the first, so that's the first question. So does that answer your question? So look for Brian Chan. Okay.
Okay, thank you. But I hope Brian don't
Thanks,
say my
Megan.
name because I don't want to get scolded by my president, yeah?
No, no lah. Where got scolded? You're doing it for the good of your club, man. You should be given a medal. Okay? Yeah. Right. So Mamat, you're asking, coaching takes two to tango. If the mentee doesn't want to improve, how do we work around that? Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. If your mentee doesn't want to be helped, do you think you can help the mentee? Yes or no? Type down in the chat, yes or no? No. Right? Yes. So you see, right? You know, when I talk to some of the psychologists and counselors, right, they always have this one rule. The rule is that if their patient who come to them must come voluntarily. It cannot be maybe the parents sign them up to go for counseling session. It cannot be someone else actually buy this program and get him to actually come. It doesn't work that way. Because if the person is not willing to come, not willing to be helped, the person can't gain anything. At the end, it will just make the mentor suffer. Right? So what happened is that I think that for BPM, when they actually recruit someone, when they recruit a new member, you must also ask the member, do you need a mentor? If the person say yes, okay, by all means, give him a mentor. But if the person say no, maybe they're not ready or whatever, then you can just let the person explore by their own first. It's not necessary you must force your advice to that person. Okay, so ask yourself, ask the mentee. Even if you're assigned a mentor, just ask yourself, ask your mentee, do you want to have a mentor? Are you willing to be mentored in the sessions? If yes, then only you go on to the next steps. So that's good. Hope that answers your questions. Okay, yes. Mentoring scheme must be voluntary. Yes. Cannot be forced because we are no longer children. No one can force us, right? Okay. Any other questions? Okay, what challenges might face in the mentoring? Okay, maybe we can hear from everyone here. What are some of the challenges that you might face in the mentoring? Just type down inside the chat. What are some of the challenges that you guys face before I share? When it comes to mentoring, What are some of the challenges that you guys have faced before? Not meeting goal. Oh, mentee ghosted you. That's quite sad, right? Set up goal. Okay, what else? Okay, so the first thing here is that yes, some of the challenges like your mentee promised you to do something and they didn't do it. Okay, and then they start ghosting you. They don't dare to face you, so they started ghosting you. They don't know how to reply you, they know that they just ghost you lah, right? Or even you Halloween month. Okay, maybe. And also some of the mentee, maybe like what Lynn said, is that not setting up goals, is that you don't know how to set a goal with the audience, which is the mentee. So I think the common problem is that what I see a lot of newer mentors is that they don't know how to help the mentee. So meaning that the mentee had this problem, they don't know what is the solution that they can actually do. Okay, so what happened is that if this is actually what you're facing, if you face certain problems, you can actually tell your mentee that, okay, so for this thing, I don't have an answer right now, but I can share with you how I deal with it. Okay, you share with your experience of how you will deal with it, and after the sessions, you can also seek help from other people as well. Right? Normally the mentor also got the mentor one, right? You can seek help from your mentor. Actually, my mentee asked me this question, I don't know how to answer. So can you give me an answer? So every time when there's question you don't know how to answer, you seek for answer. Then the next time your future mentee asks you similar questions, you're able to answer those questions again. Right? So remember, mentors are always learning as well. Doesn't mean you're a mentor, you're like the sensei, you know everything. You are still learning. It's okay. It's okay you don't have the answers. Okay? So Winnie, does it answer your questions, Winnie? Winnie. Winnie's gone. Okay. Oh, Winnie. Okay, yeah. All right, good. What if the mentor doesn't have a mentor? Okay. What if a mentor doesn't have a mentor? So I believe that a mentor, a coach, or a speaker or trainer must always be someone who is consistently learning. Right? You must keep on learning. To be in the training industry, you must first love to learn. So yes, it's important that a mentor must also have a mentor or a coach to seek for someone else. If you really don't have, you yourself also need to sometimes update yourself by learning some of the free courses out there, learning some of the program out there, so that you have some of the updated information you can actually share with your mentee, or read books as well. You need to keep on pouring information, feeding your cup, because you can't pour from an empty cup. Right? Or Brian said join IBM, that's right. Yeah. Join, come. Okay. So yeah. So everyone needs a mentor, even a mentor needs a mentor. Even a coach needs a coach as well. So I hope that answers your question, Zernie. Okay, yes. Okay. Any other questions?
Okay, I got a question. So today's session bring the importance of mentoring and so on. So how can we find a mentor for personal life?
Okay.
Outside of Toastmasters. Huh?
Outside of Toastmasters, right?
Yeah, outside of Toastmasters. Okay, someone I might feel like, okay, this person could be mentor, but I might sometimes hesitate. They might not have the same ideology that they want to be mentor. Or maybe how can I find a mentor for my personal life? Means for other aspect of life.
Okay, good. Yes. Okay, so you want to find a mentor. Sometimes you also want to get this person to help you out as well. So one of the very direct ways is that, okay, of course, if you can also go out there and seek for coaches, also mentor, so that you feel that this person can have the experience, can help you, you get this person to coach you. Okay. Or another thing, a very easy way is that when I first started out, right, I don't have a lot of money to hire coaches and all that. But what happened is that every month I will set aside a fund. This is the fund for me to treat someone else for a meal. Okay, so there's this this is actually an advice by, I think, one of the very successful entrepreneurs, I forgot the name, is that when he started out, he always have this budget to treat someone for a meal. You ask someone out for a meal, you treat them for a meal, and in return you ask them questions. You ask them questions about what are some of the things that they have been through and all that. What is some of the things that you need help with. Okay, so always ask someone out for a tea or for a lunch, right? If you see like Brian Chan, I want to learn more about mentoring systems, then ask him, hey, Brian, can I treat you to omakase, right? And then no, not necessarily omakase, right? Something simple is like go mama also can. It's okay, right? Take someone out for a meal, and in turn, you get to pick their brain. You get to understand more from them. And chances are, you can start from Toastmasters because Toastmasters are normally very open towards sharing their ideas. Okay, so look into these people in the room. Who are the people that you want to take out for a lunch or for a drink? You can learn something from there as well. Okay, so Suren, does it answer your questions?
Yes, and thank you.
Okay, good. Boleh je. Okay, can. Yeah, Maggi goreng double. All right. So any other questions? Any other questions? Any other specific questions? Okay.
Yeah, I
Mega?
have just one thing to consider. Is it
Okay.
possible for a mentee to have 2 or more mentor, and then when you mentoring that person, maybe he'll say, "Oh, this person said this, the other person says that."
Okay. Okay. How many of you here you think that it's okay for you to have more than one mentor? Type down yes. How many think that it's not okay? Type down no inside the chat. Let's go. Yes. Okay. All right. So very good. So some say yes, some say no. I'm just curious. Ning, why would you say no? Ning, are you there?
For me, I think I would, yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear? Yeah.
Yes.
I would personally think I will get confused if I have too many to follow. Yeah.
Too many to follow. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Yes. Yes, you can have multiple mentors, right? So one of the rules for me is that, right, when it comes to contesting, when I'm contesting speeches, right, I will actually ask for a lot of people for my feedback, but there will be only one mentor that I will trust on. Meaning that whatever people tell me, the feedback, I will bring it to discuss with this one mentor. Okay, you can have a lot of mentor, but choose someone that you trust the most and you can work together with them. Right. So for example, I have maybe my mentor is Brian. Okay. So whenever I ask feedback from other people, I will bring all this feedback to Brian and discuss with Brian. So that way you won't be confused, because sometimes too many cooks spoils the broth. Right? This person tell you to remove this, this person tell you to remove add this, this person tell you to remove this. So you can have a lot of feedbacks, but only have choose one head mentor for you. Right? So you see the football as well. You see in football, you see in a lot of things, right? Each student only have one head coach. Each badminton player, there's only one head coach, right? This is the person in charge. Okay, hope that answers your questions. Megat? Okay, or you can even have mentors for different areas. This is my health coach. This is my financial coach. This is my speaking coach. That way is fine. Each area only have one. So that you can actually be consistent in that. All right. Any final question?
Denny here.
Okay, Jenny.
So I wanted to ask, for example, I have a mentee. I think
Sorry, Jenny, you are
he's
breaking a little bit. Is it just me?
Yeah.
Wait.
Am I audible?
Can you repeat again, Jenny?
Okay. So my question is, because I have a mentee, his public speaking skill is better than mine, but he's still looking for me as a mentor. So I'm not sure what to guide him, because I think he's already more powerful than me. So in this case, how can I give him some guidance, or how to mentor him?
Okay, all right. So how many of you here you felt sometimes you are feeling a bit not confident, especially when your mentee is better speaker than you? How many of you feeling that way? Type down me inside the chat. Your mentee is like, wow, this champion, that champion, and how come still need my help, right? Okay, great. So here's the thing. In order to become a mentor, sometimes it's not just about the achievements and also the speaking skill, right? It could be the mentee want to learn something else from you, right? So what happened is that for Jenny, in your case, I feel that you can ask this mentee. You tell her that, okay, I noticed that your speaking skill is already quite good. I'm just curious, how exactly you want me to help you? Instead of you thinking, you ask him this question: how do you want me to help you? I say, oh, maybe, actually, I just want you to push me to do more speeches. Okay, then my role is to push you. Okay, maybe this mentee said, I want you to correct me in, yes, my speech is good, but I want you to correct me on certain mindset. I want you to actually help me to coach me in terms of my relationship or whatever it is, right? So you act according to what you become the mentor that he needs. he or she needs. So you ask him, how do you wish me to help you? There must be a reason why this person chose you to become a mentor. So be confident with yourself. There will be values you can bring to the table, Jenny. Okay, does it answer your question? Good. Okay, any final questions? 1, 2.
Okay, I got a final question.
Okay, all right, okay, let's go, Soren.
Okay, sometime when I actually wanted to get no background about some person for networking purpose or so on, I'm actually always worried about, am I asking them a personal question? It's as simple, sometimes I don't even ask what you do for a living, because I feel like that might be a personal question. I only ask them if they ask me. So what type of question do you ask someone for networking purpose or with mentee, or what is your rule to ask questions to get to know someone better?
I see. Okay. So, okay, let's ask everybody inside the chat. Guys, everybody, type out inside the chat. If someone asks you what do you do for a living, do you find it weird or not? Yes or no? Just type out inside the chat for me. Let's do a survey here. Is it weird when someone asks you what do you do for a living? Type out inside the chat. Is it a yes or is it a no? Okay, great. Okay, so Suren, you have your answers here. It's not weird at all. Okay.
So okay, another thing. Okay, if let's say, how can I know that it's not a personal question? Although people say it's common sense, but sometimes some people find it, some question is like a personal, right? So how to know we shouldn't ask those questions?
Okay, can you give me some example? What are some of the questions that you feel is quite personal?
Or maybe like asking where are you staying? Because some people don't like to disclose where they are staying. Like I'm part of this area or that area, they might not wanted to say, right? But then you already asked the question and then you put in an awkward position for them to answer where they are staying.
Okay.
I never had this example. I mean, I never had this experience in person, but it's just something that runs on my mind. So whenever I'm meeting someone new, so that's the reason I'm asking this.
Okay, good. So first thing first, you need to realize that from you see that this is actually the market feedback. Look at the chat, right? It's not weird to ask someone what do they do for a living. Okay? The reason why you feel that it's weird is because maybe you yourself find it weird. You don't like people ask you about what you do for a living. Is that right? That's why you don't want to impose to other people. Okay. So how do you actually avoid that? Okay. How do you actually know what is a personal question and all that? So definitely, common sense is one thing. Is that definitely in the first meetup you won't be asking that person, can you give me your password to your online banking? That is personal questions, right? So you can start from something small questions first. When you first meet the person, let's say you first meet the person in an event. Okay, just ask the person, hey, hi. Okay, so ask the person, so what brings you to this event? Start from something small. Okay, this is one question you can ask. Second question is like, where are you from? Okay, where are you from? Let the person answer. Where are you from is actually a very good question to ask, because the person might be telling you, I'm from this hometown. I'm actually from this company. Depends on whatever the person wants to say. Yeah. So what brings you to this event? Where are you from? Or even you ask them if you meet in an event, right? So how do you find the event so far? Okay. Yeah. So when you're then after that, slowly when you're asking, like, I'm just curious, may I know like what do you do for a living? That's fine as well. Then you start from there as well. So don't worry too much whether you will ask very sensitive questions. If you're worried, maybe there's something that you want to ask, quite sensitive. So here's the one of the technique you can use. You ask for permission. Okay, so this is how you ask permission. So Suren, is it okay that I ask you a question? Then the person say, okay. May I know what is actually your secret when you're able to lead a big group of members? You ask for permission before you ask the question. Is it okay that I ask you? Is it okay that I ask for your advice? You ask for permission, then okay, then you go on to your questions. That way, you will feel that the person won't be feeling like you are like what do you call too much like how do I put it? You are like trying to ask two personal questions. You are asking permission first. Okay.
It can.
Yeah. So does that answer your questions?
Yep.
Yeah. So you see, right? So they say that you should never ask the age of the female, right? So you don't ask for their age, so you ask for their weight. Is it? Okay, just kidding, kid. Don't do that, okay? Yeah, don't do that. All right. I mean, depending, when notice one thing, when you go for a networking event, you check your intention first. If your intention is just to know the person, okay, then you can't go very wrong. But your intention is something else. It's like you are there to shame the person, you are there to impress the person. Then that is when you start to do weird things. You start to ask weird questions. Start from your intentions. What is your intention of asking those questions? You just want to know the person. You just want to be friends. Then it will be fine. Okay? Speed dating can ask age. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so if there's no other questions, thank you. Oh, wait, one last question. How much to coach a person? 3 months or lifetime? Normally coaching, there comes a limited time frame. Yeah, maybe 3 months, 6 months. So you need to agree something with your coachee. Okay. All right. So if there's no other questions, thank you so much. Right. So are you guys, how many of you here you find the sessions to be helpful? Type down me inside the chat if you learn something from these sessions. Okay, very good. Right. So I'm so happy that I'll be here to share with you. So do connect with me in say Facebook, social media, Instagram. Just search me up Vui Kit Tay. I also have my own podcast, the Live Ready podcast. So search me up there as well, and let's keep in touch and ask me any questions that you might have in the Instagram as well. Okay. So to sum it all up, one final thing is that I want to share with you is this, right? So you see, we are joining Toastmasters for different reasons, but remember that we all want to become a better leader, right? So remember that to master mentoring skill is one of the important skills, because remember this, true leaders don't create more followers. True leaders create more leaders, right? And when you are able to create more leaders, empower them, help them to achieve their full potential, that's when you become someone influential. That's when you have people coming up to you and say, thank you for changing my life. That's when you will feel so much fulfilled in your life. Okay? So thank you so much. I'll see you around your Toastmaster sessions. And right now, I'll pass the next sessions to Brian for the final session. So take it away, Brian.